let's talk injury report because this is news. The injury report.
Breaking news.
Kinlaw, breaking. Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead, questionable. No idea if they'll play. And those injuries are interesting. Armstead has a abductor, which is awfully close to the groin, which I'm thinking is going to be an issue if he has to run. And he's going to be chasing Jalen Hurts a lot. So I wonder if he could make the injury worse, seems to me. So I'm not sure he'll play. He may. And then Javon Kinlaw, knee tendonitis, arthritis. He could start the game. He may not finish it. Really curious to see what happens there. He was doubtful for last week, but he was all. So I guess I think they really need him. They really want him. And if he can do it, they'll take him. Just not sure what to expect. But I guess that's good news. The bad news is that Emmanuel Moseley's doubtful. And I've never heard of a player being doubtful and then playing. So it's looking like we're going to go to the Josh Norman experience, which means let's start with our first matchup. Josh Norman versus Eagles' #1 wide receiver, rookie, Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. How do you see this one playing out?
Ooh, 4.3 speed versus 4.6 speed. And that was a long time ago for Josh Norman. That's a pretty scary matchup. I mean, just to acknowledge that the first two injury situations are good news. They're concerning because you have a flight tomorrow, so Kinlaw's knee could flare up and he may not start, and that would be a critical loss. Short flight, yes, very luckily. Yeah. But a flight nonetheless, and you wonder whether that's going to hold up. And then Armstead, that's a critical piece against a mobile quarterback. He has the ability to cover in space. Previous matchups against Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray, I have always thought that Armstead does a good job with mobile quarterbacks in helping to contain them because of his length. But man, this matchup of young speed against veteran savvy, that seems tough to me. Something that I don't think you can really count on man-to-man coverage, Norman being able to keep up. I think you have to scheme around this. I believe that it has to be a scheme, fit, zone coverage, help, and most importantly, that vaunted 49ers pass rush has to get there.
Yeah, it seems to me that you really can't have him in man-to-man coverage. If Jason Verrett were playing, he could go man-to-man with Devontae Smith. But Devontae Smith is great. He's a really good receiver. I'm not going to call him a great receiver. He's played one NFL game, but I've watched a lot of him. He's always been very impressive. He instantly became their he led them in targets week 1. They're going to be operating their passing game through him. And no, you don't want him man-to-man on Lenore. You don't want him man-to-man on Norman. You think they're going to probably play a lot of zone coverage in this game. But the thing is, if they play 8 in the box to stop the run and there's single high and you're playing cover 3 with, 3 deep, 4 underneath, that's still kind of like one-on-one on the outside. I mean, you have help underneath from linebackers and stuff, but those are very fast receivers. And if they want to take shots deep, I think they probably will. I mean, why wouldn't they take shots deep against Josh Norman? You would want to test that. I mean, if Ambry Thomas were on the field, they would go at him fast and aggressively down the field. So I'm curious to see if Josh Norman still has like the gravitas and reputation of someone that doesn't get tested like that. But I'm curious.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine that he does, given the last few years of play that seem to be much closer to average than anything spectacular. I predict that they will attack him early, just as you're saying there.
Yeah. So this is an advantage for the Eagles. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
This is an advantage.
I'm just busy talking about my jersey because I got the comment there. No, this is a Bowman jersey here. Navarro Bowman.
Yeah. Okay. So this is advantage for the Eagles, but it doesn't mean the Eagles are going to win the game. It's just something it's the Niners' weakness right now. They're down to their 3rd string corner, right? Verrett's out. Mosley's out. Their starting corners didn't make it to week 2. They're down to 3rd string and 4th string at cornerback. And there is also Jalen Reagor, who runs a 4.2. First round pick, I think, ran a 4.2. And Kez Watkins, who went to Southern Miss and ran a 4.3. I'm not sure exactly how fast Devontae Smith is, but he's really good. So a lot of pressure on the Niners cornerbacks to play well in this game and for the Niners pass rush to step up.